Welcome to the 2016 Hagerty Maple Mille. If you live in Ontario and own a classic car and haven't done this event, you need to. It's an epic 3-day, 700-mile trip through the coolest roads in Ontario. It's open to pretty much any pre-1980 classics, although if you own a cool car like a DeLorean or a Countach, you might be able to skirt it in under the famous DeLorean rule. The way the event works is that you don't know exactly where you're going until you show up for the event. When you show up for the event, you get a route book and it'll show you exactly which turns to make. The route book is really thorough. Once again, my personal 1970 Chevy Corvette is sidelined. I drove it at the recent Brack Hill climb without windshield wipers and was terrified that it was going to rain all weekend and I would have to do the same thing again. Yeah, I was wrong. Luckily, Hagerty had brought along two pristine first-gen Camaros, a 1967 convertible and a 1969 big block SS. We started out yesterday in the 67 convertible and it drove great. It's a really nice cruising combo. It's a 327, 2-barrel carb and a power glide. This morning it developed some mechanical problems. It had some kind of fuel issue with the carb, so we had to swap to the other loaner, which was a 1969 Big Block RS. A lot more power, a lot tighter suspension, and a real 4-speed on the floor. It's a great car to enjoy this event in. But whether you own a small classic like an MG or a Triumph or something big like even a Galaxy, there's really a spot for you at this event. The event kind of sorts itself into fast drivers and slow drivers, and wherever you think you fall in, there's a place for you here. After 3 days and about 700 miles, we've reached the end of the 2016 Hagerty Maple Mille. It's an amazing event. I drove the most beautiful roads I've ever seen in Ontario. These events happen in Vancouver, in Colorado, and in Ontario. After the 67 Camaro had some problems early in the trip, the 69 Camaro ran flawlessly. The guys at Hagerty actually restored this car from a complete wreck. It was a totaled car when they found it. It had been hit bad in the front, and it was supposed to be sort of the poster of what they could do through Hagerty restorations. As a classic car owner, I can't believe I've gone this far in my life without doing more of these events. I know I'll be here for sure next year. For Driving.ca, I'm Clayton Seams.